Alright you guys, how's it going? So today we're going to be servicing my mass airflow sensor. This is a 2007 2.3 liter 4-cylinder Ranger. As far as I know, it's never been serviced, and the truck has 159,000 miles on it. So not a radic idle, a little bit of a rough idle. Hopefully I'll see a gain in a little bit of power and whatnot, but whatever, you know. So my biggest thing is just getting the idle smoothed out. Right now it's hovering anywhere from about 800 to 900 RPM once it is warmed up. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take apart the air intake assembly and then get to the sensor, disconnect it, and clean it. Alright you guys, sorry about the leaf blower over there. Our neighbors getting their lawn done, but anyway. So right now I've got the air intake assembly disassembled. I took the air filter out, and now's a good time to go ahead and look at it and clean it if it needs it. Anyway, on this connector here, you're going to want to get a flat blade screwdriver and pull this connector back, this little lever, because when this thing's connected, this little red tab right here is sitting up against the connector, and you just want to take a flathead screwdriver and pop it out, and then the whole electrical connector pops off. And then it's a Torx T15 bit to take the bolts off holding the sensor on. And then it's imperative that you do not touch the actual sensor. You can touch the plastic housing, but you do not want to touch the physical sensor itself. And you can just see how dirty this is. It is just caked in dirt and grime in there. So I'm going to see if this is actually going to help anything, and you want to make sure that you use mass airflow sensor cleaner, because you don't want any kind of residue on this, because these new engines with their fuel injection are so precise when measuring air. You don't want to rob your truck of any performance that it could be unlocking. So make sure that, and that was only $8, so you know, and it's probably good for 10 services. So I'm going to set you guys down, and we're going to go ahead and clean this sensor out. I'm going to do it about 2 or 3 times, and like I said, and I'm not going to touch the actual physical sensor itself. I'm just touching the outer housing where the connector sits. Alright, so we got our sensor here and our spray. And so you're just going to spray right on that resistor and the wire there. And you know, it's always a good idea to make sure that this thing is not plugged in with any battery power to it. So you can see how fast that's drying. And already, I'm already starting to see a lot more shiny metal out of this thing. So you're just going to do this as many times as you feel comfortable. I don't really see anything going wrong if you do it too many times. So I'm going to make sure that this thing is clean to where I'm comfortable with it, and then we'll go install it back in the truck. Alright, so now the sensor dried off for about 10 minutes or so. And like I said, already it's looking a lot better. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and you can just see how clean it is inside there now. Like, that was all brown and black in there before. So now we're going to go ahead and reinstall it into the truck. I've already got my K&N filter cleaned out and reinstalled back into the truck. This metal plate. Let's see. Okay, so the metal plate is actually going to face down, because when I took it off, this clip right here was on the bottom of the clip. So just like that. So always reinstall it the way that you found it. Try to be nice and gentle. So now we're going to take our Torx T15 screws. ahead and snug them down. And while you're at it, another good thing to do while you're doing this is to, like, especially if you're having an erratic idle or a check engine light come on, is to check your entire intake tube for any cracks, because any extra air that gets into your engine is not after the MAF sensor. That's not accounted to the computer, so it's not adjusting your fuel adequately. So you may be getting a lean mixture. So you always want to check your intake tube while you're doing this. You know, it's proactive maintenance. So then you're going to go ahead and reconnect your connector, which is clipped right in, and then this little red clip here, you're going to push that back in to lock it. So we're going to go ahead and put everything back together, start the truck, and see how she runs. Alright, you guys, so the truck's been running for about 2 minutes now. I just got back from the auto parts store, so that's why it's a little bit warm still. But the idle RPMs are pretty much the same. Haven't really moved, but I can already feel a difference in how smooth the idle is. Like my stick here used to just, you know, shake like crazy because the rough idle, and now it's smoothed out. Used to feel it in the seat, now it's, you know, running like butter. But yeah, she's purring like a kitten. Very smooth. So it's amazing what a small little sensor can do to your engine. And as long as you keep it maintained, you know, she should still run pretty damn good. So, yeah. Comments, questions, leave them down below. Feeling generous, hit that like button. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.